Ladies and gentlemen, what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary? What separates the dreamers from the achievers? What separates the average from the great? The answer is not luck. The answer is not talent. The answer, my friends, is practice. Everybody wants success. Everybody wants greatness. But very few are willing to pay the price of daily practice. Talent can give you a spark, but only practice will keep the fire burning. Think about Lionel Messi. Was he talented? Yes, but talent alone didn't make him a legend. It was the hours of practice, thousands of shots, thousands of dribbles, thousands of failures that made him unstoppable. Think about Thomas Edison. He didn't invent the light bulb on his first try. He failed over 1,000 times. But every failure was practice. Every attempt was a lesson. And when he was asked about those failures, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That is the mindset of practice. But practice is not just about skill. Practice builds something greater. It builds character. When you practice, you learn patience. When you practice, you learn discipline. When you practice, you learn perseverance. And that is how practice transforms you, not only into someone who can do, but someone who will do. Here's the truth. Practice happens in silence, behind closed doors, when no one is watching. Think about the boxer running at 4 a.m. while the world sleeps. Think about the student studying late while friends are partying. Think about the dreamer working after failing again and again. Nobody claps for those hours. Nobody sees those sacrifices. But one day, when the results show, the world will say, "Wow, they are so talented." But you will know the truth. It wasn't just talent. It was practice. Imagine a drop of water falling on a rock. One drop, nothing happens. Another drop, still nothing. But keep dropping, keep dripping, day after day, year after year. And one day, that rock will break. Not because the water was strong, but because the water was consistent. That is the power of practice. Now let me be honest with you. Practice is not glamorous. It's not always fun. In fact, it's often boring, repetitive, and frustrating. That's why most people quit. But winners keep practicing, even when it's boring, even when it's painful, even when they don't feel like it. Because they know every repetition, every drop of sweat, every sacrifice is building their greatness. My friends, remember this. Practice is not about perfection. Practice is about progress. Practice is about becoming better than you were yesterday. And if you keep practicing, day by day, step by step, with patience and perseverance, success will have no choice but to come to you. One day people will call you lucky. They will call you talented. But you will know it wasn't luck. It wasn't talent. It was practice. So keep practicing. Keep grinding. Keep going. Because the power of practice will make you unstoppable. Thank you. Ahong.